Hey YouTube, Stampede 19 here. Hope everybody's doing well. I thought it was important I get this video out tonight. I ask that you guys bear with me. I'm losing my voice, so I'm going to try to speak as softly as possible. Suspension binding is a big issue, whether you're bashing or racing. A lot of guys come over to me and ask me, you know, how do you keep your suspension so smooth? My truck doesn't dip when I brake really hard like it used to when it was new. And the answer to that is suspension binding somewhere in the hinge pins or on the links. You've got a binding issue. The answer to that is maintenance. Although we want to have a lot of fun with these trucks, you got to keep up with them. You got to clean them, especially if you're bashing them. You're on sand, dirt, water. You have to take the trucks apart and you got to clean them. Fortunately, it's real simple to keep the suspension working smoothly. One of your biggest culprits on these Slash is the telescopic drive shafts. Jang has a great video on how to keep these guys clean and how to file them down so that they run smoothly. You take your suspension apart and you take your half shafts and you put them together, okay, they should just fall right off. Okay, it should run very, very smoothly. Alright, this guy should move in and out very smoothly. If you can't do that when the suspension's going up and down, it will bind. Okay, it should be that easy. You should be able to hold it with your thumb. You should be able to hold it with your thumb, and when you release your thumb, it should fall right off. If it doesn't do that, they either need replacing or at the very least cleaning. Okay, another bad spot is right here on the link. Okay, the link should move up and down freely. Okay, your other culprit is your suspension arm. Okay, make sure that your arm fits smoothly, even if it jiggles a little bit, especially on the Slash and the Rustler and the Stampede. Not a major thing. You can always throw a shim in there to get rid of that wiggle. I like that wiggle. It keeps the suspension unbound. Okay, I have hardened steel hinge pins, but the hinge pins that come with the truck are just as good. Just make sure they're lubricated and kept, you know, clean, and they're nice and straight. Alright, the big trick to taking care of these guys should be in a simple toolbox. Okay, a 1/8 drill bit works perfectly. Alright, it's just small enough to go through the hole freely, but just big enough to clean any debris out of the hole for the hinge pin. Again, it's a 1/8 drill bit. Basically take the drill bit, okay, put it in the hole right here, okay, and work it in and out. You'll feel it rubbing the side walls. Okay, it's okay. Don't put too much pressure. You don't want to create an egg shape in there. You just want to clear out the debris. Okay, and you'll know when you've got it working just right. Okay, I would do it from both ends. Just work it in and out. Blow any debris out that's in there. Take your hinge pin. Just feel it going in. Gives you any kind of resistance. Either there's still something stuck in there, or your hinge pin is bent. Okay, should just go in nice and smooth like that. Okay. Once you've got that nice and smooth, okay, you want to get onto the arm itself. You're going to accomplish the same thing. Alright, you got to take the arm. In this case, I can't even get it through. That's how dirty it is. Look at this. Yeah. I'm feeling some resistance. So, get the drill bit. Now there are more expensive solutions out there. They make reamers specifically designed for what I'm doing. Unnecessary, in my opinion, to spend that kind of cash. They're not cheap. They do just as good a job as what I'm doing here. As a matter of fact, I think it's safer to do it with a drill bit because a drill bit does not remove as much material. A 1/8 drill bit will not remove as much material as a reamer. If you get crazy with a reamer, you'll create like an egg shape and you'll get too much suspension slop. Again, if you're just bashing, it's not a big deal. But in racing, especially with the slashes, you want your suspension as tight as possible. Look how smooth that just went in. Nice. Not fighting me at all. Okay, guys? I hope that makes sense to you. It's a little bit time consuming. I know it's annoying to take the truck apart, but if you want that suspension to move freely, okay, it's a big deal to do what I'm doing. Now check this out. I can't even get this one in. Alright? Just for your information, these are not my arms, they're my son's. I guess he was long overdue for some maintenance. I take my truck apart much more than he does. He's more content with running up and down the block in puddles. And that's half the problem here. Dirt and mud get in here and they build up. Does it take away from his fun factor? No. This exercise is more for you guys who want that suspension to operate in a more realistic fashion. So when you're heavy on the brakes, you'll actually see the nose dip and come back up. It's pretty cool. Okay? Much better than before. Still could use a little more. Just fighting me a little bit. Now look at that. Nice. Nice and smooth. Okay, guys? Hope that made sense to you. Just a little bit of maintenance and the trucks will treat you great. Alright? I hope that helped. Any questions, please post them. And I'll do my very best to answer them. And again, I apologize for my voice. I thought it was important to get this out tonight, so I gave it a shot. Have a good night, everyone.